The meaning of the movie author Orpheus to read for minutes published 9.11. 2020 updated 9.11. 2020 Euphoria is a series intended for teenage audience, which has gained great popularity just recently. The main plot revolves around the main character, 17-year-old Rue Bennett. Previously, she was treated in a rehabilitation clinic, but even after a long course of treatment could not fully recover from drug addiction. After the rehab, she starts using drugs again. But her life really becomes different when Rue's future friend, whose name is Jules, enters her. This is the starting point for the former drug addict. Most critics evaluate the series on a positive wave. The story itself hooks. The problems raised in Euphoria are really relevant to modern society. The visual component is also not the most usual, but this is its peculiarity, which attracts young people to watch. The cast is also not insignificant. Rue Bennett performs Zendaya, a bright and impressive girl who has already managed to win the hearts of fans. It is noted in her ability to get into the role and in this project. The meaning of the series, Euphoria, the main message that the creators wanted to convey to us is how hard it is to stay healthy and adequate person in modern society, when there are a million temptations around. The series shows life itself, as it is, without any embellishments. It is accepted to show only positively thinking teenagers who are excellent students and achieve success, but the reality is not like that, and often it is not accepted to discuss difficult children. They are considered the dregs of society, for whom the way to the future is closed, but in fact, you cannot call anyone so, because there is something light in everyone. Outward appearance is often deceptive, and a person who is considered a nobody will help you much more willingly than someone who is considered successful and happy. The latter probably does not know all the subtleties of hard life, or has long forgotten about them, while the former has experienced and survives all the difficulties on himself. The project calls for getting rid of social labels, which society likes to reward generously, and trying to help everyone who is not in the best period of their lives. It is necessary to bring more good into this world, and not to concentrate only on your own happiness, because you are not alone. The meaning of the ending of the series. Euphoria has not yet ended as a project, but the first season of the series has already been filmed and put on display for viewers in 2019. The second season is still only expected by fans, but the creators have announced its continuation. The 8th and final episode of the first season opens with Rue being admitted to the hospital due to kidney problems. She informs us that she loves hospitals as it's the only place where she can rest in peace and not be burdened with responsibilities. Next, Jules shows up at the girl's door, which lifts her spirits a lot. They reconcile after their recent spat. But, as it turned out, this promise not to quarrel and settle all conflicts did not last long. The friends again do not understand each other because of misunderstandings in the sphere of relationships. Then the frame shifts to the school where the teenagers are studying. Nate meets Rue. The girl tells him that he will soon be finished. The boy replies that it's more likely to be her, not him. Rue and Jules want to leave the city by train. But when they are about to leave, Rue realizes that he can't do it. In the end, Jules does leave, and Rue just watches the train leave. When Bennett arrives home, a panic attack looms over her. Memories of her dead father, her sister, and her quarrels with her mother overwhelm her. She does not find the strength to cope with it on her own, and so she decides to take a drug dose, like in the good old days. The point of the ending of the first season is simple. One should not do bad to anyone, and in particular to someone who is already in an extremely uncomfortable position. You need to love your neighbor, and then everything in you and others will be fine.